Scotty Wild Outdoors. Thanks very much for clicking on the video. Today I'm going to be having a little look at two OEX tents, the OEX PHOXX II and the OEX Rakoon 2 also. This is a little bit of a continuation video to the beginners backpacking wild camping tips, but it is a more in-depth look at both tents, some similarities and the differences between them. It isn't an in-depth review of two of them, those are in separate videos for you. It's just to compare them side by side. So we'll start with the OEX PHOXX II. It is marketed as a two-man tent, but it is a low profile tent and it does slant to the front as well, which doesn't leave you much headroom apart from at the top of the tent. So it's not great for sitting out in rough weather, sort of confined to the tent and a cramped space. The Rakoon has a lot more headroom and it goes all the way over as well, so you're not confined in such a small space. You do have more room to move about and be more comfortable if the weather was to turn for you as well. Both of these come with aluminium poles which are strong and bendable to a certain extent as well, so they will hold up to some strong winds. Now, one of the main differences between these two are the porch areas. So if you are going to be cooking and the weather has turned, you're going to be wanting a good porch area to be able to cook some noodles or whatever you're making up as well. I'll just show you the porch areas in a moment. In terms of weight, the OEX PHOXX II here, this is 2.1 kilograms and the Rakoon is 2.75 kilograms. So there's not much difference in the weight, guys. It's going to come down to what you prefer personally in terms of tents and what you're looking for in terms of space as well. If you're looking for somewhere just to get your head down and get on with it, the hiking the next day, the OEX PHOXX II is for you. Looking for a bit more space, somewhere a bit more livable, definitely recommend the Rakoon. The porch space of the PHOXX isn't the best. And we'll just compare that to the Rakoon. So as you can already see, guys, much more space for you to be able to do that cooking within this area here as well. On the front of the Rakoon, guys, you can see that there is a mesh door at the half top that opens from the inside, giving you extra ventilation and allowing you a view outside also. The PHOXX II doesn't have that. We'll have a look at the front of that. And that is the front of the Rakoon with the mesh open from the inside. As you can see, the slope that I was talking about earlier on, it's a much lower profile tent for you as well. So it is good for maybe stealth camping as opposed to the Rakoon. See the height difference straight away. Just ignore the shed that's needing fixed. So the roof on this, guys, reminds me of the bottom of a boat. I have rain tested this. The water does just run right down. I was a bit worried at first that the water would sort of stay at the top of it and go into a puddle, but it doesn't. It does run off for you. So let's have a little look inside these. What I like about the inner of this is you just roll it up and there's a little pocket. You just put the inner door. As I said guys, this isn't a review video. I will do a review on the Rakoon once I've had it out and tested it properly. It's just a comparison to both tents. So as you can see, the difference in size. So big massive doors on Rakoon. Also, it is, both tents do have 2 entrances and 2 porches, so you can store gear at either side and also cook at either side as well. The Rakoon, you could fit 2 people in here at a squeeze. I've still yet to test it with 2 mats though, but it's a lot bigger inside than the PHOXX II is. Okay guys, so the headroom, massive amounts of space, and it is the same pretty much the full length of the tent, apart from at the very tops, at the very corners, and this is in the Rakoon. So I definitely recommend this one for the space, the porch area to be cooking in, and somewhere just a bit more spacious to relax in, and if the weather does turn, does have some pockets at either end as well to store some gear. So we're in the PHOXX II. The headroom is not much, and this is me sitting at the highest point of the tent. So it does just slide down, and you're not going to be able to sit up and get changed and things as well as easy as you would in the Rakoon. I am 6 foot, so you have got a little bit of decent space at the top, but it does slant down at your back again as well. And obviously, as you can see, they're not, I'm just disappearing. So it's not the best for space, but it is great just for backpacking, lightweight, one-man tent. You don't need space, it is just somewhere to get your head down to recharge your batteries for the next day. So guys, as you can see, the Rakoon comes in 2 bags. The big bag at the top is what it's stored in. You could, I've not tried it myself yet, but you could take the poles out and put the fly sheet and the inner in the one bag, just the same as the OEX PHOXX II is. You could store the poles at the side of your bag. Haven't tried it myself, but the bag does look big enough to fit both fly sheet and the inner. So it's something to maybe consider once deciding which one of these to get. Hey guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.